we could get into casting. First off was Bradley Cooper. Like I said, at the start, I wasn't really believing his character. I thought it was going to be kind of cliche, but in the end, at the end of the movie, I was like, nah, never mind. He's getting that Oscar nom for this fucking role.
Yeah, I thought he did a tremendous job. Like you said, right at the beginning, I was like, is he going to just try to do a combination of his Chris Kyle character and then Jeff Bridges' Crazy Heart character and just see if it works? But no, he came into his own, and I thought it was really good. Lady Gaga, like I said before, I was really surprised by her ability to do different things as an actress.
I don't pay attention to awards. I don't give a shit about them. But if she does not get nominated for and win Best Actress, I will be shocked because she blew that role away.
The only problem with the awards is
she didn't play a retarded tranny.
Well, that's the thing. They're stupid, and I'm sure there's some movie out there that's happened, and someone already is the front runner, and Hollywood is all super like political, obviously political, but then political in the sense of like to win those awards, the people have to like fucking campaign to the awards people and do all that bullshit. So I don't know if she's going to give a fuck enough to do that. She definitely better be nominated, just like I really think that Bradley Cooper should get nominated for director and actor. Because I thought both of them were fucking tremendous. And to do singing and acting in the same film usually gives you bonus points because it's showing so much range.
Yeah.
On top of the fact that it's a really well done movie, it's like, okay, they should both be nominated.
I wonder if this will be like the first remake that gets nominated. Maybe I don't know. But
the first remake?
Probably not.
There have been many remakes that have already been nominated for things.
Yeah, probably. Or one, maybe. I don't know.
The Departed won, and
I guess Scarface was a remake.
Yeah, The Departed won Best Picture, and it's a remake.
Yeah, never mind. That was a dumb thought.
Shut your non-movie watching self.
I did not think before I spoke. But even like, I could honestly see Dice getting a supporting actor nom.
I thought about that, but I felt that if someone's getting a supporting nod, it's Sam Elliott.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you could get. I mean, there have been movies where they get two supporting actors nominated for the same thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I think it'd be cool if Dice was. It's just. I mean, I think he did a really good job, and I'm really surprised by that because Dice is it's just like you wouldn't expect it. But I just really liked Sam Elliott's character because I thought it was an interesting dynamic with him being like a supremely older brother rather than a father, and then the issues there with the father kind of thing. But I mean, Sam Elliott is just fucking awesome.
Yeah,
so,
and even just
love it.
I couldn't tell what he said, but right before he left the truck. But I didn't realize he said like I wasn't looking up to Dad, I was looking up to you, pretty much.
Yeah, what he said was. Like when you said I stole your voice, then he's all choked up and he says, "It wasn't Dad. It wasn't Dad. I idolized. It was you."
Yeah, and I didn't realize he said that, but obviously I knew he said something impactful because he didn't even have to say anything. Just backing up, you saw Sam Elliott's face and just all the waves of emotion that flew over his face while just backing out of the driveway. I was just like, God damn, this guy, he's gonna get nominated for The Ranch because The Ranch.
Love it. Love The Ranch.
And the dude. And his Dodge Ram commercials. Did you notice he was driving a Dodge because he's the voice of Dodge Ram?
Yep. I have to imagine he's got some sort of contract deal.
Oh yeah.
where he's not allowed to be seen in another truck because it would be like, oh look, the Dodge Ram guy's in a Chevy.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he's got to have something in there like that.
Yeah. I was bummed he was only in the movie for like 5-10 minutes, but Dave Chappelle was even phenomenal in this movie.
Oh yeah, he was really good. I really liked his character. I really liked his scene. Him imparting the wisdom about you're just out at sea and then you find a port and then before you realize it, you forgot why you even were there or what you were looking for in the first place. That whole idea, I thought it was a really well done scene by him, and that was just another one of those things where throughout the movie there are a bunch of instances showing like kind of like openness and tolerance and whatever, but it wasn't like heavy-handed bullshit. Like obviously the whole first bit of the movie where he goes into the
drag queen
bar.
Yeah.
But the fact that they don't really even like they don't really try to make a deal out of that, other than the fact that he just goes in there, he's just like, "Can I get a drink?" "Yeah, okay, whatever," and like he's just fine with it. I thought that was really cool, and then also just the fact that he had like obviously several important people in his life that were not just your stereotypical white guy from a ranch kind of thing. I thought that was really well done.
I loved the part late in the movie where she's just like the drag queen is just like, "I got my Jackson titties on."
I got my Jackson titties on.
That made me laugh so hard.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so other awards, obviously it's got any of the music. I don't know what the music ones are. I know there's original song and soundtrack. Are those the two Oscars for music?
Original song, soundtrack, but then there's score. Yeah, I don't know what constitutes a score. I don't know what constitutes a score compared to a soundtrack when it's a movie like this. I don't know how they fucking figure that shit out.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, Best Picture nominee, Best Director nominee, a couple actors for sure, I think.
It's probably song with "I'll Never Love Again."
Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Trying to think of... I mean, we're just now getting into Oscar season. I'm really excited about it because there's going to be a lot of shit being released. As much as I love the summer movie slate, because there will be a lot of big, dumb movies that are just entertaining, there's, like, no fucking substance.
Venom.
There's nothing released from, like, fucking April until August that has, like, really any substance to it. So now we're finally getting into the part where I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to a movie and it's going to make me think about something rather than, look at that big fucking dinosaur blowing up the fucking universe.
That's all I want to see in a movie.
I did watch that. What I was thinking of is I did watch Rampage.
Oh, God. Why?
It's so bad.
Yeah, that one just looks cringy bad. I didn't. It was how this get made. I would not.
Oh, it had some the entertaining parts, but it was just a shitty movie, which is to be expected.
I was at the
video
store.
Game about people, giant monsters breaking shit.
I was at the store yesterday and I saw to buy Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I saw the fuck's that movie called the You Have to Stay Quiet or the Monster Will Kill You. That one.
Wait, what? Sorry.
The movie where it's like, you gotta stay quiet or the monsters will kill you. What's that movie called?
Quiet Place?
Quiet Place. I was thinking that's what it was called, but I didn't want to sound stupid.
I haven't seen that yet.
I was debating buying it just because of how good I hear it is. Like,
yeah, I've heard that it's really good, and I'm gonna watch it, but I am bad at scary movies, and no matter how many times people tell me that it's not like a fucking horror movie in the sense of a normal horror movie, it's just a good movie that has tension, I don't believe any of you.
Yeah, like The Vavitch.
Well, again, I haven't watched that one, even though it's like really apparent on, I don't know if it's on Netflix or Amazon or one of those. It's there, and it's always like recommended. I'm like, fuck you, Vavitch.
Also, you have to see because that movie's amazing.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
And this weekend is Halloween, which I really want to see.
I don't want to.
But yeah, so anything else with the casting awards?
I really liked that Lucas Nelson was in the movie too, not just making the music in the background. Then they hired a bunch of nonsense people to pretend to play. I like that they actually had a real band there to look like a band. Yeah, like Crazy Heart. It was Ryan Bingham who was the backup band for Jeff Bridges. But I'm going to say something very controversial, and I know I'm going to be the only one who probably thinks this. Controversy.
I thought Bradley Cooper, I thought his singing was just okay.
Yeah.
Like, I just, like, to me, like, just the first song was good, but hearing him sing it, he sounded like an actor playing a musician. Like, to me, Garrett Hedlund's music in Country Strong and Jeff Bridges, they both were naturally good at singing country music. I feel like Brantley Gilbert had to act to be the musician. And he didn't look very natural shredding on the guitar. Yeah, but what I would say is that served the movie very well because the juxtaposition between his singing voice and how powerful Lady Gaga's voice is, I thought that was really important because if he was really fucking good and she was also good, like it would just be like, oh, what the fuck? But like it made it that much more believable that if he brought her on stage and she belted something out, that people would go absolutely apeshit. Yeah. Like, it made it very believable. Yeah. I didn't think he did bad, obviously.
I think he sounded fine. He got into his range that he could stay in and have it be fine, but it was also clear that he was not going to be out there like fucking, like actually belting stuff out. I thought it was, especially for the type of music they were playing, where it was really jamming. I thought he stayed in his lane a good amount, and that was it served the movie well. But then, the fact that she's just miles ahead vocally, I thought that was. Yeah, I feel like that was a good thing for the movie.
She did genuinely blow me away with that music. Like, she's a phenomenal singer. Obviously, it shows in her. She's a multi-millionaire, famous fucking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
singer.
She's won a bunch of Grammys.
Yeah, probably. And so obviously she's a good singer. But hearing her in these unplugged type songs, it blew me away how good of a singer she was. Like, she was way better than I even thought she was gonna be. But that's all I have to say about that. If anyone else, if you haven't seen it, why are you still listening? You should have gone and seen it. So
if you are still listening and you haven't seen it, sorry for the spoilers, except for we warned you. But also go see it now that you know that it's good.
I was telling my parents, we were at dinner just talking about it, and of course my mom just goes, or my parents are just like, it was so sad when the puppy was trying to get in the garage. I'm like, don't make it sadder than it already was. Don't make it sadder than it already was. Yes.
The classic, I just watched a scene in which a guy hung himself, but I'm sad about the dog.
Yeah. I was just like, yes,
yeah, okay.
It was incredibly depressing. But yeah, so see that fucking movie if you haven't, and see it again if you have, and listen to the soundtrack. It's really good.
Yeah, it's
Hickory Dock.
Yeah, I'm really upset that he didn't go out there and start doing the adult nursery rhymes. Like, what the fuck?
I do kind of like the way that he's just kind of like, just the whole movie, he's kind of talking about like how he just never made it and all that, but in reality, he sold out Madison Square Garden in the 80s. Like, Andrew Dice Clay is an incredibly famous person, but it always just makes me laugh in movies and stuff where it's like, I never made it. It's like, you're a billionaire.
Well, and that's the other thing about when Lady Gaga goes on stage the first time and she's like nervous about the crowd. I'm like, ha! Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then later when she's like doing the piano song during the scene when he is about to kill himself, and I have a feeling they shot that at a Lady Gaga concert because it looked very Lady Gaga.
Well, I looked up, and they filmed all of those live
at
performances
at
or
Coachella or whatever. And...
Yeah, they did them at actual venues, so all of those were real. Audiences, which is good. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was at a Lady Gaga show because it did. I mean, especially like the way that she was dressed and then with the piano and all that shit looked like what she would do.
Yeah. So movie good. See.
See the pictures as they move.